Here at Window Seat, we love a good self-guided day trip, and in this week's episode, we're taking you to one of our favorites, Cardiff, Wales. Now I know some of you may not have even ever heard of Cardiff, but you should, and you need to check it out. During our recent trip to Bath, we had a number of options for day trips, and we definitely took some. But the one I was most excited for was the Wales capital city. You can get to Cardiff via train from Bath in about an hour, and we learned the way to go if you don't time out the direct line.
This is over the footbridge and down.
One quick platform change and transfer in Bristol, and we could finish our journey west.
Welcome to Wales.
Once we arrive at the train station, it's out to explore. Even though we're officially not in a new country, the Welsh language on everything makes you think differently, bringing a slightly different perspective to being in Great Britain.
There's the castle straight ahead.
Yeah, so I think we'll hit the castle, we'll hit these arcades.
But then the bay is the other way.
Oh. Well
So
then,
I'm saying, since we're here, may as well hit the castle.
agree, and then we can either walk or take the bus or something.
Right, we can figure it out, but go to the castle since we can see it
Yeah,
straight
but
ahead.
we can stop along the way.
Right.
We did our research and had a plan in mind, and we wanted to start in the center of town,
Is this the castle right here?
at a place that stands strong with 2,000 years of history. Wales is known for its castles, and Cardiff is the city of castles. There's a few just on the outskirts of the city, but this is the main attraction.
£14.50
I
plus
gotcha.
for that if you want a house tour. But I guess it is nice to know that if you want to do the clock tower, it's got to be on the weekends and in summer, because it's closed otherwise.
What started in the 1st century as a Roman fort has adapted over the years. It was transformed again during the Norman invasion and again in the 11th century.
These are like really steep steps.
Yes,
Are we going up here?
I am.
But it just goes right to there, right?
Yeah, that's the top of it, maybe. Unless you go to the top of the wall.
You go up first, tell me if you first.
I can go first if you want me to.
Yeah, this is creepy. This is super creepy. You know how they say like old castles are creepy as hell? That is inaccurate.
Oh, sorry.
It withstood a lot over time, and they've added a Victorian Gothic home that was even used as an air raid shelter during World War II.
We're one of the richest families in the world, so they did a lot of very expensive things.
Plus, I can't think of another castle in the world that has a football stadium right next door, which is pretty cool, especially if you can catch a match at this near 75,000 capacity stadium, and on the other side is the National Museum, so there's a lot in the area. Wandering through the streets of Cardiff, you'll notice a lot of shopping, like an inordinate amount of it.
She wasn't kidding when she's like, you can get off the train and just go.
Well, it's why outside of castles,
Our first arcade.
Cardiff is also known for its arcades.
Okay, so I guess we'll walk through both of these.
There's a ton of these things, 7 throughout the city, many just down the main strip. Everywhere you look, there are arcades. From the Royal Arcade to the Castle to Morgan, they're filled with restaurants, coffee shops, salons, jewelers, stores, you name it.
Spiller's Records.
Oh, is that the record store you're looking to go in? We should get a record.
But one of the coolest spots in the Morgan Arcade is this unassuming little store, Spiller's Records, the oldest record store in the world, founded in 1894. That's crazy to think about. So we had to get a record from one of our favorite British bands, Queen. Not far from the arcades is another spot that's worth your time, Cardiff Market. It's a Victorian indoor market right in the heart of the Castle District. There's 2 stories of a number of local vendors here, and clearly a popular spot amongst locals.
Do you know the name of the place we're looking for?
We wanted to grab some food to fuel our day, so it was pretty obvious what the most popular spot was for that.
Is this it?
Cardiff Bakestones. This is an efficient little factory popping out all the Welsh cakes you can imagine.
Yeah. I can do it.
We weren't exactly sure what to expect out of this Welsh sweetbread, but these things are quite delicious.
Are they good? Are they like scones, basically?
They're very similar. They're very sugary pastries.
Yeah,
What do you think of it?
it's good. Better than a scone, I think. Yeah. This is hitting the spot. They have like raisins in them?
Or chocolate. Yeah, but those might be raisins.
We definitely recommend grabbing these traditional staples from here if you're ever in town. From there, we needed to walk off our sweet treats. So we thought a couple miles would do the trick.
These are very interesting, very economical. And now we're back towards the nice historical buildings. Our elderly friends went that road.
Right, I think that they know what they're doing and we don't.
Working our way through town, we made it out to the iconic Cardiff Bay. When you see pictures of Cardiff, this is what you see. Now, we were there in October, so the Ferris wheel wasn't going and actually was gone.
It's very cool out here, but it's actually not too busy. I mean, we're here in the fall, which is a great time to come. The weather's been perfect today. Can't ask for a better day. It's 70, light breeze, mostly sun. Gotta love it.
The bay is still full of things to do and see. From Roald Dahl Plass honoring Cardiff's favorite son, to Techniquest, the Millennium Center, the famous Red Pierhead, boat tours, there's just a lot to check out. And if you're hungry, Mermaid Key is filled with places to eat.
Thank you.
Do I have to pour this already?
You don't have to, you can dip it.
We chose to get some of these hanging delicious kebabs.
I might drop it down a little bit.
Got to admit, this might be the way I'm cooking kebabs from now on. From there, it was back for one last walk through town, then back to the train station, then off to Bath. Thankfully, we got the direct line this time. Wrapping up a pretty great day trip.
It's a perfect day trip.
Why?
Because it's easy. We basically were able to do everything that we wanted to do right away. We just got off the train, walked, and saw everything.
Hopefully you include Cardiff on your itinerary for your next trip to the UK. That's it for this episode of Window Seat. If you have any recommendations or comments on Cardiff, please leave them in the comments below. And if you could do us a favor and hit like and subscribe below so you can follow our journey as we try to hit every country in the world. See you next time.